Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tag12, however you want to call me. I don't really care. Welcome to a game that is not called World of Tanks or War Thunder and is not affiliated with either one of them, but it's called Gunner, Heat, and PC. This is a game made by a couple of enthusiasts, people who like their tank warfare, and as you can see right here, we are in a BMP-1. This game is basically a realistic tank simulator, which is currently in early access and in development. And we can play the Soviets, Red 4 or Blue 4, or NATO on the other side. And it's basically set during 1985, so the Cold War has gone hot, and now in the Fulda Gap, where, the main place where you can send through a lot of tanks because it's very flat. That's like the place where the war has really taken off. So we are now playing one little mission. I already did a mission with the Americans back then. I did buy the game, so that's why we're doing it right now. And I've really enjoyed it so far, and it's a very different kind of experience. Still early access, it's still a bit clunky in some ways, but it's really cool to see how other games deal with tank combat and how tank combat can have a lot of different perspectives and ways in video games. Can be really like can be really accessible, and then it can be a bit more simulation like right here. But I really do enjoy it. So let's do this. Let's start. We're now doing an advance. You are a BMP-1 platoon tasked with finding and fixing the enemy contact to the front to support 2 company. The enemy has set up a defensive position somewhere to the front. Our BRDM-2 recon is attempting to locate them. You are to fix the enemy's forces and engage them to allow 2 company to bypass them and continue to their objective. We have enemies, 1 ATGM, or a platoon, 1 M113 platoon. I'm not sure if they also have dismounted infantry. I think it's not part of the game yet. They have a M60A1. I'm not sure if it's a platoon, I think it's only one, and one more ATGM section. Now, we do have our BMP-1 platoon right here. We are BMP-1 leader, and we have quite a few of other vehicles. We have BRDM-2. They're currently coming under fire by the M113, and as you can see, just as I took control of them, it gets absolutely annihilated by an ATGM that hit it right in the face, and there's an artillery barrage going off right there. Yeah, so we're just gonna let these guys do their thing. There's another group of SPW-60PBs. I'm not really sure what they are, but they do look very similar to the BRD-60s, right? So we want to keep as many of them alive as possible. We want to reach the objective, COY, and for that, we actually first have to clear our way. Now, I'm not entirely sure what is running past there. I think it's our other BRD. So we're going to switch back to the BMP-1s and see if we can fix the enemy to the left. Now, I'm going to tell my platoon to follow me, and I'm going to tell them to actually come in a line, and also to have a little bit of spacing, 75 meters apart, because we do not want to get caught with our pants down and get all knocked out at once. So the BMP-1 has a 73mm gun with heat rounds, and it's unstabilized, which is a bit of a problem. It also has high explosive fragmentation rounds, as you can see right there. It has a coaxial machine gun right here. It has a 9K14 launcher with an ATGM mounted on top. I'm not sure how well these rockets fare against armor, but they have to do because it's the only form of anti-tank ammunition that we have, which is reliable against bigger vehicles such as the M60. Now, one thing in this game you have to get used to a bit is that you're going to be engaging enemies at a very far or, far distance, and that means you just kind of have to get used to using the optic here. and you also have to learn how to guess the distance. Because, as it turns out, this is a vehicle that does not have laser range finding, right? Obviously, it makes sense. It's an older troop transport, which wasn't designed to actually engage tanks. And we have already lost first platoon. What is first platoon doing? Okay, first platoon is trying to just run the enemy's blockade, which obviously doesn't help us. But second platoon is almost dead as well. So we have to kind of get into the fight immediately. I thought we were going to be engaging the enemy on the left side, and I think we can already see them firing over the ridgeline, and they are just knocking our vehicles apart. Like, they are just knocking them out one by one by one. So we have to be fast, but we have to keep in mind that this tank, or, you know, this IFV, or, no, it's not IFV, but this armored vehicle is not equipped to fight very heavily armored opponents. But we do have one target right there, and I think that is a direct hit. Direct hit. We're gonna switch over to the machine gun. Oh no, that was not the machine gun, because I didn't hit F. And we're gonna see if we can actually knock out the gunner from here. I'm not sure if that is even... Oh, yeah, we knocked out the gunner. So we're gonna have a little bit of time. We're gonna switch back to the target. It's an M113. I think he's gonna open fire. We missed, which is obviously a bit problematic, but the second one is a direct hit. Oh, we actually have an M60 right to our left. Direct hit to the M60. We're gonna fire the missile right here. Oh no, he's too close. We fucked it up. So we're gonna switch back to the heat round. Direct hit to the lower plate, which should have knocked out the vehicle. He is on fire, which is good. So we've knocked out at least 2 M113s and the M60. Oh, there's still one more driving. They're actually trying to get away. So we're gonna knock him out as soon as we can. Direct hit. I think that should have definitely finished him off. And one more right here. We have actually lost one BMP-1 in that firefight, and we have to be cautious because we do not want to lose any more Sukhoi vehicles, because they have taken quite a heavy hit. There's artillery coming in now. And we also have to be cautious that there might be ATGM positions further down the road. I'm not sure why it's the BMP. Oh yeah, it's right on the right side of me. Okay, arming platforms. The driver is killed. The gunner is dead. Can I give these guys orders? No, I cannot give these guys orders. Oh yeah, I need the platoon movement halt. Because we have to clear the way first before they can reach the objective. Because I think it's not going to be the end of it. I think we already lost more than... I think we lost almost 80%, right? We have 3 more vehicles remaining. One of them has been knocked out. So it's actually only 2 that can actually reach the point. So I think it's going to be a loss either way. But I did not expect the... Is that a helicopter? No, it's not a helicopter. It's just a piece of grass in the air. I did expect them to wait for us before we actually made the push. But as you can see, communications are not always strong suit of humans. So that's why they engaged. We have a M113 right in front of us, who's about to turn around. As you can see right there. He's doing something weird. All NATO forces have been neutralized! Yay! Okay, so we actually managed to get this one. Press End to view AAR. So let's take a look. So this is all that we did. There was only one ATGM position right there. A couple of M113s though. You can see the first hit with the heat round. It went right through the vehicle, knocked out the gunner and also the driver. Looks like they were the only two occupants in the vehicle. So yeah, that was a direct hit. Very nice. You can see the spalling, what we damaged. We penetrated the right hull side. We penetrated the firewall. We got right into the radio, hit the commander's left leg, hit spare ammunition, hit commander's right leg, penetrated ramp pump. Like, there's a lot of damage right here with that round. And then the second round, it's basically a direct hit from the front. You can see how the spalling actually goes off to the or follows the slope, and also the rest goes right into the vehicle, knocking out both of them. And then the first hit of the heat round, which went right through the optics actually, and basically killed the gunner, and yeah, while he was turned to the other direction because he was already engaging the other vehicles that were running away. The second round, which went right through the lower plate, actually managed to hit the ammunition, as you can see right there, and it also killed the driver outright, basically ending that M60's life. And then we have some more hits while they were running away. That was the gunner we knocked out with the machine guns, and then where we actually finished off the final one, because I think the M113 was still alive, and then that was the final kill, where we managed to just blow up basically the vehicle. So yeah, 7 rounds in total. We lost a majority of our forces, which should not have happened, but yeah, pretty fun little game. Hopefully you guys had some fun. If you guys are interested in more content regarding Gunner Heat PC, there's a campaign that I'm thinking about playing some rounds in. It's actually fairly difficult, especially when you have to command several vehicles, and it's just something you kind of have to get used to first before you run into it. But yeah, that was another little quick round Gunner Heat PC, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, have a good one.